Morning of Saturday, August 9th, 2025. Calvin Castine and Judy Castine along with me. We're at the Clinton County Fairgrounds, but it's fair season somewhere else, but not here. It's not fair season on the fairgrounds. It's quilting season as the Champlain Valley Quilters Guild is here. It looks like they're occupying at least one room. We'll find out more as we venture in and talk to a few people. It's a beautiful day outside, a little Canadian smoke in the air, but outside of that, nice temperature, and we're going to find out what is going on here. Okay, Judy says the camera is rolling, and we are talking to the most important person here, I've been told. Is that true?
No, definitely not. Nope.
All right.
This is a community effort. It's a community thing. We support the community. That's what this is all about.
All right, and your name?
My name is Robin Mitchell.
It says it right there in your
That's
shirt
right.
there, yeah.
That's right.
And it says Quilt Show Chair.
Yes. 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 I ran the three-ring circus, and these are all my monkeys. They're great. Everyone.
They'll be watching this, you know.
That's
so
okay.
you better be careful.
They're all good. I
So-
have nothing but good to say about them.
So how does one get to become the chair of the Champlain, I want to say, make sure I say it correctly, Champlain Valley Quilters Guild
Yes, of New York.
of New York, because there's a
Yes,
similar name
there's
over
one
in Vermont.
as well. Yep. Yep. How does one get to be this?
You didn't show up at a meeting and you got elected?
No, it was default. They couldn't find somebody, and as a very new member, I said, "Well, I'll help with the show." And the next thing I knew, I was doing it. It was like, "Yeah, okay, I can do this." But I've met all kinds of phenomenal people. I've been thrown right into the center of the politics of this organization, which has been good. I got involved in the community stuff. It's been a very rewarding experience.
All right, are you someone who's been in the community for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved up here in '75, so.
Okay, it's only 50 years ago.
Yeah,
You were what,
Yeah.
2 days old, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, right, I wish. Don't bet on it.
Okay, I won't ask how old you were when you moved up here. Maybe later when she forgot. She
Yeah,
told me when she
right.
moved here. So how does a person on the street become a member of this Quilters Guild?
How do they become a member? Come to a guild meeting, see what we do, see what we are. We have an annual membership fee of $25. We meet every second Wednesday of the month over on the new base, over in the mental health building, in the auditorium there. Yeah, It's
Okay.
very easy. We're very welcoming. A lot of love in the group, very supportive.
Now, is there a Facebook page or a web
Yes.
page that they can
There's
contact
both.
you?
There's both.
So
There's-
they can contact you through that?
Yes, they can. Yes, they can. We have a Facebook page. We have a website. We have membership information here, so you can do it here.
And make sure you say New York when you're looking on the
That's
thing,
right.
because otherwise you'll end up in Vermont somewhere.
Yep, very much
You
so.
wouldn't want that to happen, would you? No.
Well, it depends where you live. I don't know.
If you're a New Yorker here. So you say you're new to the organization?
Yep, fairly new. I've about 2 years.
So when you started quilting, or you've been to these shows
No,
before?
no, I've gone to every quilt show
Every
since
one?
since
Since
I knew.
1975.
Well, since I knew that they existed. The guild started in '84, so. But as soon as I realized that there were quilt shows, I started going, and then I take my daughter when she was,
Younger.
yeah. Yeah. I've been sewing though forever.
All right. So,
Yeah.
so this has been your dream here, huh? Kind of to
No,
someday
this
become
is
the chair. and-
no. This is my retirement job.
This is a biannual event.
Yes, it is.
So plans are to have this again in 2 years. I think
2
this
years.
is the first time is it the first time it's been here at the fairgrounds?
Yes, it is. The last time I was at Clinton Community
Uh-huh.
in the gym. Obviously, with Clinton moving, that was not available, and we looked elsewhere. And I looked all over. I actually looked for about 2 months trying to find some place that was A, affordable, and B, what we could use.
Right.
And the fairgrounds came up, and we ended up here.
Okay. So there is
And they've been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is an admission charge because you've got to pay for their being here, and you've got other expenses.
And not only do we have other expenses, but everything that we make off this show goes back into supporting the guild with things like insurance and, you know, those things that every organization has to have, and then back into the community service that we do. And we do a lot of community service.
Well, give me an example.
Well, we make hats and mittens for kids in all the schools. We make heart pillows for the cancer center and surgery patients there. We make seatbelt protectors for people who have ports and pacemakers and things like that. We make pillows for the kindergartners where members actually go in and read, preschoolers, they go in and read stories and give out pillowcases to these kids. We do quilts for anybody who needs them that we're aware of. A lot of social service, foster kids, that kind of thing. You know, the list goes on and on.
So you're busy being a helpful part of the community.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
And
Yep.
You know, so what are we going to see when we go inside today?
A lot of quilts.
A lot of
A lot of gorgeous quilts. A lot of gorgeous quilts, some great vendors with all kinds of stuff.
I think it was the Silver Sisters who first introduced me to quilt shows. You may have heard of them. They're a great group
Yep.
of ladies,
Yep.
and you know. So
Yeah. Well, good.
It's always nice. I'm probably going to bump into one of them when I'm here somewhere. I imagine.
Probably.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I know there was another question that popped into my brain, but you know, sometimes things like little hummingbirds, they come.
Oh, they flit right through. Moving one side and out the other. I know.
Oh, I know what it was. I'm looking down there and I'm seeing one guy and 42 women. I've always told fellows, if you're looking to meet a female,
A
you
woman.
can go to Hobby Lobby or to the quilt
Go
shop.
to the Quilt Guild. Go to the. That's right. A lot of women here. A lot of women.
It's at least 10 to 1 every time.
Yep. Yeah, but we have had members that were male, so
Yeah, I know.
it's
Once in a while,
it's not exclusive. So yeah.
It's open to even men. Even
That's
men can
right.
become a quilter.
Even men can become a quilter. We had some very good men who were quilters.
Oh, do you? That's another thing I'm wondering about is, do you do any mentoring? If somebody says, "Hey, I always wanted to quilt, but I don't know how to do it."
We're actually talking about starting beginner sewing lessons. So that is very active. In the fall, we're going to try to start having lessons. So hopefully it comes to fruition. Who knows?
Yeah, okay. Time will tell.
Ask me next spring, I'll tell you.
I'm going to get you in trouble right now. Is there any other committee members that we should mention? I'm going to get you in trouble because you're not going to remember everybody's name, but you should.
Yeah, I was going to say there's always Jean. Jean has been a mentor to say the
As
least.
soon as I showed up, she said, "I'm not going to talk to you, but I know who will."
Yeah, but Jean Welch, Deb Patnode, who is our guild president right now, has done a phenomenal job supporting us and being there. You know, there's Alice, there's Yvonne, there's Diane Rogers, there's Diane Lukowski, the list goes on and on and on. There are 19 people that come to my meetings, so, and they all do a phenomenal job. They really do. This could not happen without them.
No, this
It really couldn't.
It's a one-person show for the means.
Yeah, everybody says, "Oh, you've done a great job." No, I haven't done a great job. All I did was orchestrate,
And it's easier than herding cats, right?
Well, I'm not sure about that. I've never herded cats, but sometimes I felt like it. So, yeah.
All right. Anything else, Robin, that you're going to say, I wish I'd told them?
No, not that I know of. Other than, to me, it's all about community.
All right.
It's all about community.
All right. So if you're interested, get a hold of that website, Champlain Valley Quilters Guild, New York.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. Go down through.
All right. Thanks for chatting with us.
Sure.
Right. Once again, our location is right next to the 4-H building here at the Clinton County Fairgrounds. The podium there where the opening ceremonies are held every year, it's right there, so it's right across from the offices. And I've always tried to follow directions, so this says building number 1, so I'm going to start with building number 1. And I'm not sure which way. Try to get through here without causing too much interruption. These people are waiting for me? Is that what you're saying? Oh, they're raffle baskets. All right. Okay. You'll need some money. Don't we all? We all need money. What are you folks raffling today? A lot of stuff here, I see.
We are. We have things for gardeners, for seamstresses, for quilters, for knitters and embroiderers, for people.
Coffee and tea.
Right.
Coffee and tea and quilting. All right. So they win a basket when they sign up. Do they get to choose?
They choose which basket they want to put their raffle ticket in, and then if they're lucky enough to have their number drawn, they win that basket.
So what you want to do is choose the least popular item. You have the best chance of winning.
This is true.
That's true.
All right, thank you. I got to reach in my wallet and hand my wife some money here. So. And just to make sure I don't forget this on the way out, I'm going to do a circle around here and come out this way. History of the Champlain Valley Quilters Guild, September 19th, 1984. Gee, what a historic date. Judy and I were married 9 years before that on September 19th, 1975. Let's look at the original names here. Let's give them some credit here, or some blame, whatever the case may be. Pam Haylett LaPlante, Sally White, Bonnie Goki, Kathy Howie, Janice Allen, Martha Bartozek, Edie Beal, Ronnie Brothers, Debbie Brown, Sylvie Burgess, Kay Hendrick, Norma Luff, Mary Ellen Martin, Carolyn Moody, Ursula Myers, Margaret Norton. Then you got your Gladys Racine, Mary Scoville, Ada Sherrill, Barb Stednicki, Bev Stelgis, Patricia Stunzi, Marsha Wagner, Joyce Ward, Connie Wayne, Nancy Wild, and Quita Wolf. I'm familiar with at least a couple of those names. Peaceful Quilting on the Bluff, Best in Show 2023. Look at the colors in that, folks. Look at the bright colors in that, and imagine the needlework you need to do to create something like that. I can't even imagine it. So that was Carla Strauss, apparently, machine embroidered, and beautiful job from 2023. And they have other examples here of items you can have besides actual quilts. Then we've got a lady sitting here. Are you knitting or quilting?
What's that?
Are you knitting or quilting?
I'm knitting.
You're
I'm
knitting.
a knitter.
All right, you're a knitter.
Yes. Yep. And I'm selling all of this.
Selling it all. All right. So they're from Delmar. Where's Delmar?
Delmar's near Albany,
That's
just outside of Albany.
Yeah, I see that in the north when I drive down that way. So
Yeah.
it took a little bit of a hike to get up here.
A little bit, yes. But I have a friend up here I stay with, so.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're a full-time knitter. You're sitting there watching Gone with the Wind on TV, and you're knitting, right?
That's what I do all the time. I'm addicted. That's why I have to sell some of this stuff.
Yeah. All right. So do you have a website or anything if people want to get a hold of Kathy's knits?
My email's right down there.
Email's down there. All right.
Yeah, if you.
That's a lot of letters there.
Well, it's my whole name. It's my whole name, so.
You didn't want to make it easy for folks, did you?
No, I didn't.
You only want the serious ones that really are serious.
Exactly.
I understand.
Exactly.
All right. Happy knitting.
Thank you.
Okay. And there's some little sweaters and stuff for the babies. And it looks like they're doing some cutting here. People are busy. We won't bother them. They're not quite sure what they're doing, but they're doing it. FabricRoost.com. And don't worry, the The quilts are behind us, so we're going to go through this vendor area, and then so if you see something here and you say, oh yeah, I wish you'd spent some time on that, get a hold of the Quilters Guild, because I'm sure they can put you in touch with all these vendors. There's obviously some fabric that you can get. Sally's Emporium, needlecraft patterns and items. Tuffet Supplies, vintage goods, a 315 area code number. So, Sally's Emporium. All right, are you Sally?
Yes, sir, I am this morning.
Your last name Emporium?
No,
No, you know?
no, I have a different last name, but that's all right. We'll keep that a secret.
All right, a secret last name. Sally'sEmporium.com. All right, where are you from?
Liverpool, New York.
All right.
But I'm not a brick and mortar. I'm an online-only shop, and I do these shows all over the place.
That's it. Online
Yes,
only.
online.
So either come to the show or,
Come see me online.
all right, don't knock on her door. She won't let you in.
Maybe it depends if you did a curbside pickup.
Okay. And you got a bunch of different items that you sell here?
Yes, I have. At the show here, I have patterns, kits, pre-cuts, all kinds of notions, tools. I have things that are not quilting. I have crochet, embroidery, cross stitch, macrame, tatting. So those are all hand things people like to do. So I have a little bit of everything.
All right.
And online I have even more because I have yardage and clearance items I'm not going to drag all over the
Well,
country.
heck no, that's a lot of work.
Yes, sir, it is.
So this show is only held every 2 years. Are there many quilt shows for you to go to?
Oh, yes, this is my third one in 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing 12 this year, and I did the whole Northeast. I was up in Maine 3 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Cape Cod last weekend. End of September, I'm going to be in Dryden at the Champlain County show, and I'm going to be in Ilion the week after that at, I can't remember the name of the place. It's right next to the old Herkimer Historical Church.
So coming to Morrisonville is a relief, better than going to Maine.
Well, I'm going to be in New Hampshire in October, so I travel over. I've gone as far as Vegas for a show and Minnesota, so.
But you can't tell us about what happened in Vegas, though, right? Because it stays in Vegas.
Supposed to, yes.
All right, so I don't want to get you in trouble.
No, you're not going to get me in trouble.
All right. Thank you, Sally.
Thank you.
All righty, that's Sally's Emporium, and look at all the stuff she's got here. All right, let's keep the camera strolling as we roll along there. And are you a mannequin or a real person?
I'm a mannequin in real life.
Are you part of the display here?
Yes, this is part of Diane's Quilted Square.
All right.
We're in Schenectady, New York.
No, you're not. You're in Morrisonville.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm in Morrisonville. Good morning, Morrisonville.
So you're out of Schenectady, New York.
Yes, we are out of Schenectady, New York.
All right. And what kind of items do you
All
carry?
kinds of quilting paraphernalia.
All right. So do you go to a lot of these shows?
We do. Basically, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont. Usually pretty much those three states.
Okay. Well, this one wasn't too bad. Just hop on the Northway and
Yeah,
head
just a
north.
couple 2.5 hour ride. Nothing major.
Yeah, not too many turns either. You
No.
get off the Northway, you just turn left, and there you are. All right. Anything else you'd like to tell us here? You got a website or anything like that?
We do have a website. It's Diane'sQuiltedSquare.com.
All right.
She would probably be
She'd be the
able
one
to
who-
help you more than I can.
Well,
It's
I don't
her
know. You've been
store.
very
I'm
helpful.
Just,
Who are
I'm
you?
just a helper.
Who are you?
I'm Martin. I'm Diane's significant other, as she likes to call me.
Does she call you that? Is he really all that significant?
He is.
He is. Okay.
He is. We could not do it without him.
All right. So you got that website, and who drove today? You or him?
Oh, of course he did.
Good.
Of course, they don't let me drive.
All right, so you what are your types of things are you hoping to sell the most of today?
We have a lot of panels. We'd love to see some of them find new homes.
Uh-huh.
We have a lot of panels. We have a lot of notions. We have a lot of kits.
Now, what's a notion? Don't tell me a notion as if I know what you're talking about.
Notions are just like, handy little, like here's a binding tool that's a handy, like a bobbin holder, just nifty little things.
Oh, okay. I had no notion what a notion was. So.
Oh, just stuff to help make your sewing go a little easier.
Okay. All right. So do you have time to quilt yourself?
Not as much as I used to
Oh.
since I took over the store, but yes, I still do a lot of quilting.
All right. Since you took over,
Yeah.
this was a thriving business before you
Yep,
took over.
I bought it 2 years ago.
Okay. So it's Diane's. Are you Diane then? or you-
I am Diane.
Oh, so you changed the name. Then.
We did change the name. It used to be the Quilt Bug, and we changed it to Diane's Quilted Square.
Okay. All right. So people can find you online and Facebook too.
Yep, we're on both.
All right. Tell them Calvin sent you.
I will.
All right, thank you. All right, we're gonna look out the back here and see nobody's playing in the playground over here. Please touch quilts only with glove. So they don't want you coming around here and handling these quilts, as you can quite understand. CV Quilters Guild New York 2025 Handwork, a special country festival of quilts. And I'm not sure if it tells us, it's got a ribbon already here. Let's see what it says here. Judge. The judge did this. I'm not sure if it tells me who did it. Who did the quilt? I see English Garden and I see Robin Mitchell's name. So this might be Robin's handiwork right here, I am guessing. And I'm going to go behind. That's the trick here. I gotta go behind here. I'm gonna come back, and if I forget this one, remind me, okay? Call me up. Say, hey, silly, you forgot to do one. I tell you. All right, we're coming around here. We never know what we're gonna find. We're gonna find people coming through here, minding their own business, never expecting to be caught on camera. They'll be traumatized for life here. Here we go. There's a nice one here. Unfortunately, we've got to read the fine print to find out who did these darn things. Carol Crowning Shield did this colorful little baby right here. And we'll try to go slow because I know the camera, when it moves, it gives a blur. Maybe I'll enlist Judy to read me the names so I can have an easier time at this. She's right around the corner. Okay, Judy's agreed to follow along with me, but it's going to be a challenge here with the small writing on the names here. Not a challenge for the casual viewer, but it is for me, trying to run the camera, look at the quilt, and then read the name without chopping this all up here. Violet Mosch is how I'm going to pronounce that name. And it's called Spring Showers. I'm not sure what. The Colorful Kaleidoscope was this previous one that we looked at. And it certainly is. And now we've got something I've got to read over here while I'm looking at it. Looks like Tyler. Yeah, Tyler Project. And Lori Banshow is the name. And I'm not quite sure what the title is, but it's very colorful. And skulls. That might make for an interesting Halloween quilt. Muhaha. And here we got a nice big one. And it looks like it's Bethany Knowles, or well, there we go here. You guys have got to help me next time. Bethany Krowick. And the title is Sunbow, sunbow. Not a rainbow, but a sunbow, number 3. So apparently there's at least 2 other sunbows floating around. And with that in mind, we're gonna come over here and this is a judge's put a ribbon on this one. It's Merlin Doyle, my favorites in teal. All right, your favorite teal patterns here. And it's got a judge's purple ribbon, so they've been judging them early here. And now we'll wander over here again. It's Orphan Black and Claire Vaca. Looks like the name. Claire Vaca. V-A-C-C-A is how I read it. And again, it's a lot of colors, a lot of variation in colors. Moving right along, this is a little potpourri here. It's called Book 50, Bethany Noack, I think. Yeah, Noack, something along those lines. This is certainly a very, very colorful one. And it looks big. It's a big quilt. That'll cover your queen size bed for sure. Some lady going by saying, I don't want to hang these up, I want them on my bed. We have a quilt on our bed that we got from one of the Silver Sisters. But that's just in the winter time though. Alright, this one's for sale, 50 Shades of Gray, called Linda Harwood. I know Linda Harwood. Linda is selling this 50 Shades of Gray. If you want to see her, go find out where the 5 o'clock somewhere is playing, and she'll be dancing. So they can easily find Linda. Her Works by Jane Emerson. Her Works. And it looks like it's a maze. Yeah. I'm not sure if you start there or end there. It's an amazing quilt here. Her Works. Again, I'll try to slow down. It looks good on my camera here. It doesn't always look good on the big screen. Now into a frosty view here. We have Chilling with My Snowmies. Kathy Brown. Kathy Brown is chilling with her snowmies. Now, a quilt like this would probably cool you off on a hot summer night. We got a very hot stretch coming up here on this August 9th. We got the next 4 or 5 days, at least three, maybe all 5 will be in the 90s. Bethany Noack shirt quilt. So it looks like she grabbed some old shirts and put them to use here. That's the thing about quilters. There's no such thing as wasted fabric. I can find a colorful and practical use for them. So, shirt quilt. And do not adjust your sets. If I do this fast, it's really going to get blurry out there. This is, all right, Poppy Quilt by Robin Mitchell. Okay. All right, this is the chairperson's, another of her quilts here. Another one of her quilts here. You can see the amount of effort that goes into these, just amazing. The effort and the determination to do it right. It's got a ribbon already. Now we have Carolyn Payne, Aurora. Aurora. Not Borealis, just Aurora, but does make you think of the Aurora Borealis on a summer day. 3 auroras. You gotta imagine this in your mind before you create it. And say, I wonder what that's going to look like. And you jump into it and get it done. Great job. And we're in August, but just around the corner, changing leaves, Autumn Splendor, Karen Collins. Karen Collins has this Autumn Splendor. The reflection in the little brook there, and the autumn leaves, and the rail fence. Now we got a bird here. Heron at the marsh. Carol Crowningshield. I don't know how she got that heron to stand still long enough to pose, but there he is. I wonder if he knows he's famous now. There's a little thing here by Bryce Canyon. That's called Bryce Canyon by Carol Crowningshield. All right, that's Bryce Canyon. And now we'll make our way here and see that this is Dancing Flower, Alana Barshaw. Dancing flower here. Several flowers dancing. Again, you've got to create this in your own mind before you start that first stitch, if it's called stitching. So, amazing. Well worth the price of admission. So if you're aware of a quilt show going on, consider it. Consider doing it here. We're going to come back this area on our way out. In the meantime, we have to turn the corner, and it tells us once again, do not touch those quilts under penalty of law. Robin Mitchell. All right. What's your direction? Over here we got an applique. I'm not sure what that's all about, but here's what's your direction? I don't know. Straight ahead, I try to go. If Gary Douglas were here, he'd say onward and upward, but Teddy Roosevelt were here, he'd say charge. What's your direction? I have a brownish orange theme and a big one in the middle here. Almost looks like a Native American type of thing down below here. So a good variety of items represented on that quilt. And they've got some big sunflowers hanging. Elise Friedenberg, The Power of Color, is what she calls this. And there are different colors, different shades. This one's got a green ribbon. A vendor. It's Diane Rogers, blue and white. Gee, I wonder why she called it blue and white. So much stitching that goes into these. It's just, you got to look at them not just as the whole thing, but up close and appreciate the work that went into these. And again, they got to picture it in their own mind before they start. So we are making our way through, and we'll stop for a moment. While we're waiting, this lady with a glove here, and Judy never goes anywhere without her gloves, shows the back of the quilt. So, wow. She could turn that over midway through the show and show the back. Really great. And here we have Pam Schaefer's Paddling Bears. There's bears and there's their paddles. I never even knew that bears did paddle. I thought they just swam and caught fish. Well, bears with their paddles. Wonder what they use for a boat. Nicely done, nice concept. And next to it, very colorful again, going in different shades. We've got Marianne Dupree Kaleidoscope. And as you see, as you move up or down, it's like going through a rainbow. The colors change. The bees are at the top. And it comes down. It's a very, very interesting one here. Changing colors. Quilters' first show. This is apparently Marianne's first show right here. And you saw it on Hometown Cable. Okay, we're going to move around and come over here. Another blue ribbon, or purple ribbon, or whatever. Flower Garden, Pam Schaefer. They got horses, they got birds, they got cats. Maybe it's a dog, I don't know. Send in your vote, cat or dog. Looks like a cat, but it could be a small dog. All kinds of flowers. Don't have to plant a garden. I could buy this quilt for Judy, and then she won't have to do all that work to plant her garden every year, her flower garden. And then we come to Earthside Memories, Linda Harwood. This one's not for sale. Linda Harwood's Earthside Memories. If you got inside of Linda's brain, this is what you'd see right here. These are her memories. This is an inside look at Linda Harwood's brain right here. Got a very interesting brain there, Linda. Thanks for sharing it with us. Okay, coming around here, a very light colored one, Jane's Quilt, Sarah Cosgrove. It's got pink and lavender and I would call it a very female-y colored, and this is her Quilters' first show. First show here at Champlain Valley Quilters Guild of New York. So nice job on her first one she is showing. And here we have I Love Lucy with Deborah Patnode. There's Lucille Ball up there. Not quite sure what she's doing, but she's up there. I'm not sure if she's eating chocolates or what she's doing. She did a variety of stuff there. I think the eating chocolates and the stomping on grapes are probably the ones that longtime viewers remember the most. But I see some chocolates here, so she must be in the chocolate line. Lucy is eating chocolates, and somebody should be selling chocolate right next door to this quilt. Just gonna get everybody's lips moving here, looking for chocolate to absorb. Okay, continuing right along as we're getting back to this direction. Diane Fliskovsky, 2014-2015 BOM Reproduction Fabrics. Okay. Okay, yeah, so nice full-size quilt here for your bed. Guaranteed to keep you warm or your money back. There's snowflakes and diamonds and triangles and squares. And here we have, oh, there's the name over this way. Summer Camp by Jan Bunn. Made this summer camp. So everybody else was out running around the camp. She was knitting, making a very nice quilt. And I think we've seen this one here as we started in this around this row. Yeah, Robin Mitchell's, yeah, English Garden, yeah. I think we started. I think we saw it, but if not, we're going to look again here. But there's roses and pears and grapes and cherries and violets. So it's berries and flowers. No, I don't think. I'm sure we didn't look at this because I would remember this one if I had. So it does have a ribbon. Handwork ribbon. Well, you can see why they put Robin in charge here. She's an outstanding quilter. Okay, now we're heading back toward the door. There's a couple on the right that we haven't talked to yet. All right, we made our way closer to the door, and I see all kinds of women here and one male person here.
You found Brian selling his magnetic quilt hangers.
Magnetic quilt hangers.
Yep.
Now, why would I want a magnetic quilt hanger?
Why would we want a magnetic quilt hanger?
Yeah, you tell me.
As a woodworker, when you start making specific size quilt hangers for one quilt or another, and then you have to mount it to the wall, you're kind of stuck with that size of quilt. You know, it's not fun to make the same size quilt all the time to match your quilt hanger. So we've got an epiphany here. Came about during sleep that we can just get rid of all the wood and make an adjustable quilt hanger. We've got these little metal plates. We've got some very powerful magnets that are attracted to these plates and movable, stuck on the wall with either a command strip, alien tape, other removable adhesives, nails or screws. And it doesn't really matter the placement as long as they're going to be behind this quilt. We can adjust them after the fact. We can use various rods to help us accomplish our task. This is adjustable and will be good for many different sizes. This rod we made adjustable. Common flat steel. We tape 2 pieces together, and that gives us an adjustable rod that will
Okay.
fit a variety of sizes of quilts.
Okay.
And if we didn't have a sleeve to put it in,
Yeah, we got to put
we
a
can
hole
just
in
slide it through these safety pins.
it. Safety pin. That's
Now
my
we
que- that
have
was
a
going to be my
safety
question.
pin sleeve.
All right. So if you
So
didn't
by
have
the time you put 2 magnets up, you're hanging almost a queen size quilt.
isn't that amazing?
Very, very simple.
And people can find you where?
We're at magnificentquilt.com. We ship every day. If you can zoom in on that, you've got a website, you got phone numbers.
Where are you from?
We're originally from Saranac, New York.
I've been there.
My wife and I both spent time in the military, Navy.
Uh-huh.
And we travel the country now doing quilt shows and pretending to be retired.
Okay. And your name again was?
Brian Goki and Mary
Goki?
Goki.
Mariana Goki. Nice to meet you. Does he ever let you say anything, or is he just?
No, I let him go.
You just let him go. You originally from Saranac too?
Yes.
All right. That's where you went to.
Yep,
You met each other?
graduated in '77.
All right.
Yep.
Even before this guild got going, yeah.
With
This
the
guild.
Navy, submarines, and
Both of you, or just one?
We both went in the Navy.
Both
Yep.
different locations.
Yep.
Did
For a
you?
while.
for a while. Yep.
But you're on the same side, though. Same Navy.
Yes.
Yes. Both stationed on a submarine basis. Fast Attack, Pearl Harbor. We only did 6 years, and had we known how fast 14 more years would go by,
You would've stuck around.
We might have stayed in.
Got that retirement.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Enjoy the day.
All right,
Have a
thank
good
you.
day.
All righty. The Gokis from Saranac. Here, look at this here. Raffling money here. There's again memberships here. You can get your membership, sign up for membership. Hi there. I'm well, thank you. Is this where a person signs up to become a member?
It is, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can we sign you up?
No. But thanks for asking.
Oh, you're welcome. No, for $25 a year, you can be a member.
Yeah.
And we have meetings, we meet
I'm
from
going to tell my
March.
wife every second Wednesday or whatever, I'm going to a meeting with a bunch of women. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you could. You could bring her along.
That'd be another $25.
You could be the chauffeur to drive her there.
Okay.
No, we have all sorts of members, and they do a lot of community sew, and you get to have a show and tell at the meeting to bring your things in that you've made, and
Oh, show and tell. That could be a long meeting, huh?
it goes pretty quick, maybe 20 minutes, half hour at the most, probably, I would say. But they people.
So where do you meet?
Oh,
Oh, secret place. Only got to have a secret handshake to get in.
yeah, it's New York Avenue and
Okay.
Arizona. It's
All
on the
right,
corner of
yeah,
New York and
back in
Arizona.
on the old new base.
Yes, on the new old base. Yeah, the old new base.
Old new base.
Yeah, and it's the one that has the flowers on the side. I don't know if it's a behavioral services or a community mental health alliance.
It's really nice. We have like an auditorium for our meetings.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
So yeah, it's in a big parking lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
that makes it easy too. But it's very nice. You get to people bring in any fabric they want, might exchange or pattern.
Get advice from fellow quilters. I
Yes,
imagine.
yes, that too.
Okay. And you're selling raffles
And
here?
this is our raffle quilt behind me.
Uh-huh.
And some of the ladies worked on that and helping to raise money to do the community service that we do.
Okay, my wife was just here buying raffle
She got
tickets.
her tickets.
All righty. So we're going to move right along here. As I said at the beginning, if a fellow's looking to meet a woman, this is a place to go. 90% of the people, if not more than that, are ladies who attend here. Okay, we are outside now, and there's some little displays sitting out here as people come in and pay their entry fee. There's a quilt there at the opening, and a list of the sponsors. And building number 2.
You want to die.
Meet the vendors.
College. That is why we're not married. Because Eden graduated this May. Eden graduated 3 years. And graduated from high school and is going to Clarkson.
We're inside, and Kitty Bayshard was signing up here. She was walking in this booth an hour ago, and this is as far as she got, so it must be a slow-moving line she's in. All right, let's look at this line of quilts here. We got a Birdcage Table Runner by Priscilla Reed. Birdcage Table Runner. I guess you put your bird cage on top of there. I don't even want to think about it, but on my table. But if you're so inclined, you can do that. Very colorful. And Fall by Yvonne Bazzaio. This is the Fall of the Autumn Colors by Yvonne Bazzaio. I'm going to make myself an enemy here. I'm going to walk in front of these ladies and sneak over here and try to get a view of this. Sarah Cosgrove, Guess How Much I Love You. Well, we've just met, so I can't really say, but guess how much I love you. Looks like it's a children's story. If you have a child that likes that story, you can't find a better quilt than that one. Always a Surprise by Jean Welch. Jean's here working away. A lot of purple. And everywhere you look, it's a surprise. Jean's full of surprises. And this is another Jean Welch. Autumn Evening, Needle in a Haystack. So I don't know if she's got a needle hidden in her quilt and you find it when you lay down on top of it or what, but she's got a needle in a haystack. Autumn Evening, it's called. Very nicely done. Jean, don't tell her I said that though. And next to this, it's Sugar Cookie by Grace Adams. A lot of sugar on that one. A lot of white. Beautiful quilt, but you gotta make sure you can keep those white colors. A big sugar cookie. And here we got July 4th by Jan Bunn. Independence Day. This one here should be on sale next 4th of July when we're celebrating our nation's celebrating our 250th year. This will go up for bid. If there's ever a 4th of July quilt, this is the one right here. Hopefully we'll remember to do the back wall here when I leave, before I leave. We've got the Peru Nighthawks here. Ethan's Graduation Quilt by Karen Collins. Ethan graduated from Peru, obviously. Had this quilt made by a family member, I would assume. A little ghost who was a quilt. Alright, let's see. This is June Saunders. Little ghost who was a quilt. Alright. Muhaha. Apparently it's a book. It's the Quilters' first quilt show, so I may not catch that all the time when there's Quilters' first show. If you like white, there's one for you. Okay, this is Pineapple Pleasure by Pam Demore. So you gotta look close there. You gotta look close. Pam Demore did this. A lot of work. A lot of work. I can't imagine the amount of thread that goes into that. Falling for Autumn. Oh, a little play on words here, huh? Autumn is my favorite color. That's violet. Most should think violet would be your favorite color. Oh, there is some violet in there. Pumpkin patch. All kinds of stuff on there. Well, as I'm recording this, it's a little slow moving. This quilt show is getting very popular here, so it's a little slow moving. Okay, we are coming around the corner and Bethany Krowick, loose change wheelchair quilt. Okay, we're in a chair. I guess you can put your loose change in there. Yeah, not every quilt comes with a phone pocket. You can put your loose change, your phone. It's got different pockets here, so you gotta be careful which way you're pointing it there. You could drop your loose change or your phone if you got it pointing in the wrong direction. But very colorful. And if the pockets were all in the same direction, it'd be very practical. Just make sure you know which pocket you're using. Score 0 or 0 wheelchair quilt. Bethany Krowick. Very, very colorful. Again, this one goes from different shades. It's a different looking quilt here, then in the middle, and then the bottom corner. And here's Bev Juno. I know Bev Juno. It's a wonderful time here. I'm sure Tom helped her a lot with this. A beautiful job. The Country Festival of Quilts, it's called. Nicely done. Very nicely done. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Sounds like a Hallmark quilt. And there's the back of the quilt here by this lady with the glove. Thank you, lady with the glove. You're so helpful. All right, so there's Bev Juno's tribute to Christmas time. And next to that, it's Mexican Star, Deborah Patnode. All right, so you want to know what a star looks like in Mexico? This is what they look like right here. Mexican Star. And Mexican Star goes teal by Elise Friedenberg. So that Mexican Star in a teal color. And here I never knew that there was a Mexican Star after all these years. Looks like there's a bunch of Mexican stars in this display here. T for 3, this little quilted item. It has you got a tea bag in it. Every one of them's got a different tea bag. T for 3, as opposed to T for 2. Mexican Star, another Mexican Star. I'm learning so much here. Robin Mitchell. Looks like Mexican Star was the theme of the year here in 2025. And this is Marianne Dupree, her version. And it's her first entry in the show. A Mexican Star, very, very nice one. Looks like that's got some bright sunlight behind it. So she zoomed in on that star. Red hot sun. And the Mexican Star by Diane Rogers. Everybody's got their own version of what that Mexican Star should look like. And it'd be hard to choose which one is your favorite. Down here it's Mexican Star by Tammy, I guess it is, Seguin. I think it's Tammy Seguin. And it's got a ribbon. We got ribbons on quite a few of these here. A lot of ribbons. So here's a couple of Mexican Stars. Quilter's first show, Celine Lavalle, Mexican Aero Star. And it's a full-size quilt for, say, maybe a twin bed. But as we saw a while back, some people just like to hang these up. So they put them on the wall as a wall decoration. So they don't necessarily go as an actual quilt. They are a quilt decoration. And deservedly so, but I like my quilts to keep me warm too. And there we have Blue Watermelon, Bethany Crowett. Some blue watermelons. Another interesting concept. Everybody creates these in their own mind. And Diane Laskowski, Vintage Wall Hanging Challenge. It's a wall hanger. And a lot of different patterns being used in that one, that's for sure. We're at the Champlain Valley Quilters Guild of New York biannual show every 2 years. Here, Linda Harwood is back. Gustav Klimt Triangles. Gustav Klimt Triangles. I don't think I've ever said those 3 words in the same sentence before. Well, I did today. Of course, I hate to tell her that this here is not a triangle here. It's got more than 3 sides here. So when we see her next, we're going to have to explain to her what a triangle really is here. I'm disappointed. Very disappointed, Linda, that you don't know what a triangle is. I get the drift of what you're doing here. Triangles with the points clipped off. So it's Gustav Klimt Triangles with their points clipped off. That's what it should be. Complete title. And a whole lot of triangles were utilized in that one. Oh, we got a Halloween scene here. Bev Juno's back. Harvest Moon. She's got herself a ribbon here. Very colorful Halloween theme here. You're going to put this on a bed or you're going to hang it on the wall? You're going to hang it on the wall, of course. He's got the bobby pins up there already. Bev Juno. With absolutely no help from Tom. Halloween theme there. And coming here, we got a geometric study of log cabin books by Judy Bosholt. Okay, log cabin books. Laying in different directions here. You can see these are the edge of the books on the shelf, and they're in your log cabin. And here we have Barbara Stanicki, Grandma's Thanksgiving. Looks like it must have snowed on Thanksgiving Day where Grandma lived. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. So a snowy Thanksgiving Day for her grandma. And what's more special than Thanksgiving and Grandma's kitchen? A childhood memory for so many people, I'm sure. Judith has pointed out to me that each one of these threads that go into the design appear to be attached individually here. So this isn't something that was pre-made. It looks like it was a handmade drawing of sorts here, one thread at a time, up and down here. So thank you, Judith, for pointing that out. And we're getting near the edge of this row here to a vendor. And we'll wander over and see it's got another ribbon. It's Tammy Seguin, red, black, white, creative, grids ruler. Okay. And red, white, and blue is red, black, and blue, and red, black, and white. Red, white, and black. And again, the stitches that go into each one of these is just incredible. Well, if you're lazy, don't bother contacting the Quilters Guild, because you've got to be willing to put some effort into these. A lot of hard work goes into these. Quilters Guild demonstration.
They're the same pattern. It's called a needle arrowhead quilt. And you can get it online.
Anita's Arrowhead Quilt Block.
And my challenge the guild is everybody do one block. That's not too much to ask somebody to do one block each. Oh, it is. Now come on.
One block each is all they have to do. Demonstration Saturday, Sunday. So we'll try to get this on Saturday evening so people can know about this for the Sunday, August 10th time period. More displays happening here. We won't interfere with the displays. These people are here for a purpose, and
Are they exactly like this?
making a few contacts and selling a few items is why they made the venture here. So we'll stay out of their way and let them deal with their customers, or potential customers.
Do we have more cards somewhere or something?
A lot of
Taxes 8%.
vendors here. They're so inclined. All the way from South Glens Falls, this lady came here. Not North Glens Falls, but South Glens Falls. So she had that extra 5 miles to travel. Teeth off, perfection starts here. Oops. Ooh, we got an enclosed area here. An enclosed area. Champlain Valley Quilters Guild Memorial. Okay. And deceased members. Lois McGregor. We got Emily Mitchell here. Lois Lorraine McGregor. And created by Dorothy Colby. We got Melinda LaFountain. We got Dora Bushy. We've got Dorothy Colby. Some of them have some of their creations here hanging. We don't want to get too close to that copyrighted music. Here's Cynthia Newgarden. Mary Dilzer, looks like. Louie Tuller. There's even a rocking chair for a quilter. Carolyn Moody created this one. I have a few more we want to look at here, names. Hope we don't skip anybody accidentally here. That's Carolyn Moody. And Pam Damore's mother, Rose Marie Miller. She had her quilt shop on the Turnpike. Supplies there. A very nice lady that I knew very well over the years. They've got these quilts packed in here, so I hope we don't miss any. There's Christmas Sampler, Holly Jolly, Claire Vasica, not sure. Got the light of the doorway shining in with the wind billowing it. And next door to it, we have a ribbon winner here, Robin Mitchell, Twisted Knot, Quilter's first show. Is this the first time Robin has shown? Wow. She's been hoarding these, I'm sure. Very nice, very colorful. If you've got a favorite color, it's in here. Star of Bethlehem by Jan Bunn. A very patriotic Star of Bethlehem. All right, this is Diamond in the Rough, Bethany Knowett. Even got some little pockets sewn on there. So I think maybe she's using some scraps from the clothing and stuff to help make this. It says original design, Country Festival Art. And of course, when I think of quilts from my youth, they all seem to have these little ties on them here. The quilts that Grandma used to make 80 years ago.
Are you always looking for ideas?
Oh, very interesting as always. Morning Coffee, Deborah Patno. If you like red, this is your quilt, especially if you like red and coffee. So if you're a red-blooded coffee drinker, here is your quilt. Now we got Pam Schaefer, Into the Woods. Looks like that bear is going to be sorry. So many stitches. And we have Michelle Toth, long arm quilting ribbon here. It says Chaos in the Garden. Chaos in the Garden. Red Zinger Challenge Quilt, Claire, I'm reading this name again, Baca. Each of those little rectangles has different, each quarter is a different, from a different pattern. Each one of these little ones on the corner. You start something like this, you know you're going to be at it for a while. And here is Pam DeMar with pre-cut play. Again, different shades as it progresses. Got to decide which shade leads to the next shade and so on. Bunch of little things here. I'm not sure what these are called. Leave no trace, multiple pieces, part of a series. Bethany Nowak. We got things hanging around the house. Just attach them to the quilt there. Looks like they like to fish. And right next door, four patch flowers. Linda Harwood. Lots of flowers. A regular flower garden there blooming at the quilt show. When I saw this, I said it must be Pam Demore, and it is. She likes these whites and she loves the stitch. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Gotta look close. It's called Hummingbirds in Flight. And this is Hollyville Manor. Joanna Gear. Here it looks like the Black Book General Store here. You don't see that anymore. Milk delivery right to your house. A barn with a rooster for a windmill and a house. Now we have bird watching, Michelle Toth. Bird watching. Looks like they're watching them on an old TV, huh? Watching the bird channels. A whole variety of winged animals here. If you have a favorite bird, chances are there's somewhere on this quilt. And I also got some birds on this one. Winter Window by Alice Friedenberg. See some blue jays when you look out your window in the winter time. And this is Radiant with Kim Deal Fabrics, Jane Emerson. Except for the very top, everything else is pointing down. I imagine you could flip it over and have everything pointed up. Turn it sideways and have everything pointed to the left or right. So on multi-purpose, you can look at something different 4 days of the week. Looks like Linda LaMarche is a Yankee fan. Whitey Ford, Yogi Berra, Derek Jeter, Mickey Mantle. There's room for more here. Of course, Aaron Judge would take up a lot of room, so. I'm going to call this a work in progress, Linda. So let's get some more Yankees up there. But you got three of my favorites, three of them at least, Mickey, Yogi, and Whitey. Jeter was a good addition to the Yankees. Mariano Rivera. Grandma's Kitchen, Clara Vaca. Grandma must have been making eggs that morning. A lot of yolk here. Got Grandma's phone, look at that. Grandma's phone's there. Grandma's Kitchen. Making eggs for breakfast. And each one of these is a different creation. It must be difficult to come up with new ideas, new concepts. And here we have Quilters' first show, Celine LaValle, and it's called Flying Quilt. It's got a machine quilting domestic ribbon here. Flying. Whole lot of flowers. Whole lots of flowers. We're gonna try to get this. We've been here 2 hours. This is blue and yellow with Deborah Patnode. I can't argue with that. It definitely is blue and yellow, but there's a little bit of green in there too. Well, what do you get when you mix blue and yellow? Huh? Green. So you got green in the middle. Just checking to make sure if we knew that. I knew how to mix my Crayolas when I was a kid, so I could get green if my green one was all used up. And here we have Dave's Quilt and Judy Buckholtz. Dave's Quilt. Looks like a woodworker. There we go. That must be Dave right there. And his woodworking. Certainly a tribute. Woodworking is certainly another skill that is to be admired. Moving right along, we are a tree skirt, Karen Collins, blue ribbon winning. Got some birds. If you got a small enough head, I guess you could wear this quilt. You'd have to have a mighty small head. So it's a tree skirt, so you put it on a tree apparently, or under a tree. Put it under your Christmas tree maybe. So any needles that fall, they fall on the quilt. Or quilt with a purpose. Now here's another white one here with some blue in it. Grace Adams Homestead. Different shades of blue and green. Lots of triangles. And coming along the corner, please touch quilts only with glove, of course. Claire Vaca Color Challenge. We're using a large variety of colors. And here we have Sweet Childhood Memories by Claire Vaca. So you got some wildlife, a giant beehive or a nest. A variety of colors, lots of purple and surrounded by yellow. And childhood memories, sweet childhood memories. And we come around the corner and we come to, whoops, bumping into people here. Bev Juno Evergreen. Oh, here's Bev Juno's Evergreen. Got news for her, some of her evergreens aren't green anymore. There are some green ones, but I'm shocked at you, Bev. Evergreen, along with brown and red and black. Very nicely done. Very nicely done indeed. And here we've got Orphan quilt, Jean Welch. This quilt is an orphan, adopted by Jean. Again, I hope I don't skip any of these quilts. There's round corners and so on, and now we're going to go over this way. Okay, Portal to Another World, Robin Mitchell. Look at the ribbons here. Her first show, and look at the ribbons she's got here. Okay. I think Robin's going to be here as chair again 2 years from now when we come back. Portal to Another World. Makes you think you're in the Star Trek universe here, huh? Almost looks like an eye in the middle. Almost. Continue to marvel at the effort that people put into creating these and to come up with the concepts to begin with. I'm repeating myself, but what comes to mind, Stack and Whacker. Emmy Siegman. Stack and Whacker. Well, whatever it is, it's a nice quilt. Not a big quilt, but a nice one. Amazing patterns that are put together here to create this. Amazing amount of effort to create this. And high school memories for Alex, Karen Collins. Holton Sherritowners 2024. Another graduation quilt for a family member. What family member would cherish this? Better than going to the store and buying something, huh? Coming here, sitting in your living room and creating something filled with memories for the graduate. Very well done. And if you like green, and who doesn't, Irish Brick Road, Celine LaValle. Last time I looked, LaValle wasn't an Irish name. So. It's not Old Valley, it's La Valley. She's sure got a lot of green in this one. The shadow you see, that's me. I'm the shadow creator here. And these are just little squares. Every one of those has to be sewn one at a time. I don't think any of the quilters ever want to actually keep track of the hours they spend in creating one of these quilts. It's nice that it's something they can do while relaxing and chatting with friends or watching their favorite episode of Murder, She Wrote or whatever. Honor, Linda Lamar Charles Harwood. A patriotic theme from Linda. Butterfly in Velvet, Bethany Nowak. Not soccer? Oh, I'm at the wrong place. those soccer timekeepers, they think I only do soccer. Riverwoods, this is for sale. Only $40. Heck. It's a giveaway here. Linda Harwood. Riverwoods. And Yvonne Bazayo, Peaceful. And it is getting warm. The warm temperatures for the weekend and beyond are starting to accumulate here. Priscilla Reed, Buffalo Check table topper. All right, looks like he's got pumpkins on it. If you need your table topped, there's your answer. Over here with a whole lot of little squares. Corvids, Bethany Croick. So while she was hibernating due to COVID a few years ago, like we all were, she wasn't wasting her time. She was creating this blue ribbon winner right here. And then we, a whole bunch of them here. More work for me here. Let's see what we got here. Joanna Gear with this one called Blocks and Bloom. Blocks and Bloom. A lot of blocks and a lot of blooms. Andover Acres Farm. Sierra Vaco. You're the owner of Andover Acres. We've found that quilt you've been looking for. Very nicely done, of course. Crazy Christmas Tree Table Runner, June Saunders. All right, bunch of Christmas trees. Summer Flowers by Carol Crowning Shield. Oh boy, Celine LaValle. Like a tribute to a little boy here with all his trucks and trains and cars, and Quilters' first show here. And it's a beauty. And blue. This one here I can't bend over that far. Sunbow Series Forest, Bethany Nowick. And now, I'm anxious to see what the title of this one is. All right, take your best guess here. Let's go. Time to play along at home. What would you call this? Play along at home here. What would you call this quilt? Full-size quilt. Big enough for a queen size. It's by Tammy Seguin. And it's 4-patch posy. All right, everyone who said 4-patch posy, please raise your hand. I don't see any hands up there. All right, 4-patch posy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Sounds like 72 squares. 9 high and 8 wide. At least that's what they taught me 9 times 72 was at St. Mary's. Pixie dust for sale, another Linda Harwood, $400. Maybe I read that other one wrong, huh? $400 and it's yours. Pixie dust. A lot of pink dust on that one. Very, very hot looking creation here by Linda Harwood. And the first show here for, who we got? Sarah Cosgrove, Scrappy Mountain Table Runner. All right, you've got to look at the Adirondacks or Green Mountains, and you can just look at your table. You get that mountain feeling. And it's got a blue ribbon. Butterfly. Claire Baca. There's Happy Gnomes, Karen Collins. Happy Gnomes. Not just for your garden, or for your quilts now too. All right. And with their Christmas look, they almost look like Santa's elves instead of gnomes, huh? It's got a ribbon. And there's more. We're still going here. Nature's Star Path, Diane Plasovsky. We got all kinds of wildlife here. A lot of it from the north. Moose and polar bears. We got some mountain goats and elk, foxes, white foxes, eagles, owls and rabbits and tigers and bears. No tigers and we have bears, but no tigers. Seals, more goats, and even a few birds pushed in. And some underwater life, it looks like, too. So, a large variety of animals. Karen Collins, Sandbell Memories. Sandbell Memories. And a 4-patch posy, Diane Rogers. Talk about a trip, Jean Welch. Jean Welch wants to talk about her trip. Yeah, this is what her trip looked like, apparently. Looks like it's a journey to the center of the earth. All right, Jean Welch. So many colors, so many tiny little patches. So much work. And here's another wildlife themed one. Great Northern Woods by Robin Mitchell. Quilters' first show, Blue Ribbon. Get out and enjoy the wildlife. Nicely done for sure. Charming Christmas, Grace Adams. Snow White and the Christmas tree, very Christmassy. And here we have Diane Rogers, Lakeside. Yeah. Sitting on the shores of Lake Champlain or Lake Alice, who knows? This is a huge quilt. Huge. I'd say it's at least king size here. Huge one. What do you do? You sit there and say, well, I'm going to make a king size quilt, even if it's going to take me 3 years to do it. And where do you start? You start in the corners? You start in the middle? I guess you'll have to ask a quilter if you want to know. So now we're going to go along the wall. These don't necessarily have any information.
Yeah, we have what? Do we have anybody recording in Plattsburgh? Yeah. Like doing. They did. It was in the press yesterday. No, but I mean, like. Oh yeah, no. We called them, but they never responded. I don't think they, because Brandon Menard was, when he was there, he was good, but I don't know who replaced him in the Plattsburgh substation.
There's a big snowflake. We've already been to the ones behind us here, so we'll go along the walls and don't have any names. A lot of little squares in this one. Another one here. As we're stepping on our wire. Little squares in this one. I'm not sure why these are hanging without any info, but they're here, so we're going to look at them. I'll get closer to that fan. People won't want to leave that fan area. There's a flowery one. It looks like there's just a couple more here. And whatever material it is, very thin. That's it. I'm going to come around the corner and see the vendors that we're going to talk with here. It's approaching 12:30. Little Jim's Voluntary was here. Say It With Sass was here. So if you ever want to look up on any of these things, you'll know that. Community Outreach had a booth here. They're trying to raise funds. Again, we're making our way to the beginning of the building. Pam DeMore. There's Pam DeMore. There's Pam. You can find her on online. Comes to sewing. She's your expert. She is known for her instructional webinars, sewing retreats, books. The Decorating Diva. Pam DeMore was here in person, all the way from Point of Fair. And a bunch of more raffles here. So we saw the raffles when we entered. We're going to wander outside and call it a day here. We've been at the Champlain Valley Quilters Guild 2025 show. It's been a well-attended event. It's only 12:30, so a lot of time left today on this Saturday. We're going to rush home, get this up online so people who might want to come on Sunday will know it's available. So it's a beautiful day out here with a slight breeze. Thanks for watching and supporting. Viewer-supported local television, hometown cable TV, we think is worthy of your support. Thank you for watching.